Hello, my friends. I'm back to Blue Heart Crochet, Letitia's Blue Heart Crochet. And yes, it's been a hot minute, but what can I say? You know, we all get busy. Sometimes we have to take a break. I really haven't been taking a break. Look at my hair. I feel like, still look like the old haggard old woman. But anyway, let's go on. So, if you are a current subscriber, thank you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And remember to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and let's get to it. So what have I been doing? Well, I'm down here in deep southwest Texas, about 10 minutes from the Mexican border. Everything's cool, don't worry, no troubles in this area anyways that I know of. Let's see, what else? I've been doing a lot of hiking. I will put the description to our other channel down in the description box, and y'all can go check out those videos that I've made. I do a lot of rock hounding, my husband and we've been doing a lot of hiking, so anyways, just staying active. Let's see, what else have I been doing? And in between, I've been doing some crocheting, some sewing, and just trying to finish up some stuff that I have in here. My apologies for the glare. Can't ever have anything with no glare. I don't know why. But anyways, so yeah. I am going to jump in and show y'all what I have been crocheting, and it has been for the past almost 6 months. Nothing major, just odds and ends here and there. Anything else you will see, I will put it on here and you'll be able to see. I'll describe it as you see the picture or the video and stuff. But anyways, let's get on to the crocheting. So here we go. Okay, let's start here with this little critter, and it is a cute little mouse. Now the pattern, I got it off of Pinterest. If I do find it, I will put it in the description box. So I made this one, and then let's see, my goodness, they won't stand. And I made this one, same pattern, but he came out bigger. I think I made him first, and then this one of the two, but as you can see, there's the difference in them. So yeah, I made them last year sometime, November, December, something like that. They're very cute. If you do recognize the pattern, comment below with it. Otherwise, like I said, I did get these that I know of off of Instagram, not Instagram, Pinterest. They are cute. Oh my god, look at my color change. But anyways, that's two cute little mouse. It's all sewn together right here. The scarf is attached, sew it separate and then wrap it around its little neck. Same here. Let's see, this is a brown and yellow, soft yellow, pink for the inside of the ears, the nose. Same here. But yeah, these are a little light limey green and yellow, and yes, this is acrylic, folks. It's acrylic. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. But this is also a pattern I picked up on Pinterest. It's kind of goofy, but I like it. So I made him there. This one. So it'll hang 6 different little legs. I think this one has, yeah, they all have 6 little legs. But anyways, so I made those 2. Then I would get bored and I rigged this little ugly thing up. Well, he looks ugly, but he's cute, but he's ugly. Anyways, there's somebody that made one. I can't remember who it is, and it's not her pattern. This is my own. Um, I don't know. I just made it. I was bored and I sewed that up. But there it is. Acrylic. I've been trying to use up a lot of my acrylic. I think y'all have heard that story before. And then this little fella, he's an old booty cat. Guess it's a cat. And I gave it a little bell. Nothing that's gonna come off. It's really attached on there, sewn on there. You can still hear it jingle. Anyways, this is my own pattern as well. As you can see, I did embroider the eyes on this one. Those are the googly eyes. I think I got them stuck. I put a little hole in the back and then I glued the black, put some E6000 in there and glued that in there. But this one I embroidered the eyes. I think I gave it a plastic nose. I don't know what size. Oh, I see a hair. Mine can't stand hair of any kind. Anyways, that's supposed to be a little dog, and he's a cat. But he sits, he's like a little shelf sitter. As you can see right there, he sits pretty good. Not as good as Going Crocheting. She does some very good shelf sitters. Check out her channel, and she does really good. I think you have to go to Ko-fi to get her patterns, but she makes some real good shelf sitters. But that's mine. Anyways, that's that. Let's go on to the next. Then I made this little chicken. This is a pattern by Crochet Craftsman. It's some granny squares, and I had been crocheting some granny squares. Had them there piled up, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put them together. So it is a little chicken. Supposed to be a key one, but I haven't put no. It does sit by itself, right there. The eyes are foam, but I glued them on there. Well, they're not quite the same, but anyways, it's all acrylic. So yeah, go check out her pattern. It's Crochet Craftsman. She's on YouTube. So yep, that's that. Then this is the pattern by My Universe. It's a little cloud, and I used acrylic because I don't want to use my stuff there if I'm not going to like them. You can see the black in there, but you know. So I did use that. Really don't look like no cloud, but anyways, that's supposed to be a cloud, and again, that's by My Universe. Then I made this little frump. I don't know what it is, but I had these. I had crocheted these a long time ago, and I thought, you know what, I need to use them up. So I crocheted the legs, and then left a tail so I could sew those through there, and left a tail after I finished here to sew them together. Then I took and I crocheted, did a slip stitch here, crocheted 4, slip stitched back down, and then left a tail long enough to where I could you know, reinforce it. And then I took and crocheted the arms. I did a 4 single crochet bobble. No, just a bobble, not single crochet, just a bobble. And same there. And then I attached the this part here I left a long enough tail so I could run it through, bring it up to the top, and then I just cut it off once it was secure to the neck, the head, and the body. And then just took and cut that off and left him some scraggly hairs. But that's scraggles. I guess you could call it scraggles. Anyway, give it a little crooked mouth. Just like I said, just using up yarn. This would probably be good for Halloween, maybe. Little scarecrow keychain. Looks really cute. If I grab it from the hair. Anyways, I decided to make some flowers. I think I was watching a live with Llama V. I like V. She is so funny. I enjoy watching her. But anyways, so at the same time she was making flowers, I was making flowers, and then she was making handbags, and I was making a handbag. I'll get that out here in just a minute. So this pattern that I used for my lavender plants is by Betty's Crochet. It's just C-R-O-C-H-I, Betty's Crochet. So that's the pattern I used for these. Then for the longer ones, I used two. Excuse me. I only made two. And I made these. Right there. So they're longer. And this pattern is by Ada's Handmade. Now all these, unless I specify, they're all YouTube. So that's where I used their tutorial and created their pattern. So that's, again, this is a pattern by Ada's Handmade. Handmade? Yes, Ada's Handmade. Okay, hold on. Okay, so then I did another pattern by Betty's Crochet, and it's the Ping Pang. I don't know. Oh, I see hair. Oh, I see a lot of hair. Okay. So I made this in white, and this was the yarn. Of course, it's acrylic, and it was Big Twist in white, and that's just what it was called, white. Okay. And this was Mary Maxim's Pound of Love in blue. So yeah, again, that's the acrylic. So this is a longer stem. So what's this one? And then these two, the sticks are from all the yarn fluff I get at Hobby Lobby. It comes with a stuffer stick. Anyways, this yarn is also Big Twist, and I want to say Red Heart. I think it's called Super Soft, something like that. But this is Big Twist, and this one is actually pretty soft, but I like this design. Again, it's a pattern by Betty's Crochet, pink and white. There's them. They're called Ping Pang. Real pretty. Like I said, I had a lot of granny squares that I had made. I can't remember who the patterns were by, but anyways, this is Red Heart yarn. I can't remember who made the pattern. Anyways, it's a long time ago. I've had these squares for maybe 3 or 4 years. And like I said, that's when I was watching Llama V crochet, and she was making a bag. So this is my bag right there. I know it might look like a sleeve or something, but it's not. And this part here these are cotton. All of that is cotton. I did line the inside. I don't know if you can see it very well in there, but I did line it. This does come out. No, it does not. I glued that down. That's the bottom. But yeah, so that's my one bag I've finished. Maybe if you go to the flower shop, you can put your flowers in there, let them hang out. Looks pretty good, I think. So yeah, that's like I said, I've just been in a granny square mood. So I'm using up yarn. This is Hobby Lobby's Sleek, Sleek, S-L-E-E-K, Sleek. Sleek and Shine or something like that. Don't ask me the colors because I don't know. I got this yarn on sale many years ago and decided to make some granny squares. This pattern is by Sarah's Crochet. Now I love watching her videos because she does not speak. She just puts the information up on top. Forget what you call that. But anyways, and it's just so relaxing. But anyways, this is her pattern and I love it. I only have a square of sorts, but all the yarn color is Hobby Lobby, and they still make the yarn. So, but anyways, that's that one. See a short little clip here as well on some little bags I just made, and I made them today. So you'll see some footage on me sewing them. It's going to be in a time lapse, just so that I don't drag on with this. And then yes, I do sew. The materials will be also listed in the description below. I am not affiliated. I'm not sponsored or anything like that with these products. I bought everything on my own. But anyway. Okay, as you can see, I finished it. Cute little bag. Look at that. So it's all sewed in there. I don't sew very good, but I use that stitch. Oops, to put it together. So it looks pretty good. And we got a cute little bag. And like I said, these are little bags from the Dollar Tree, but if you get them from Hobby Lobby, Amazon, I just had these left over from a few years ago, and I've got material I need to use up, and I thought, you know what, let me do this. So this was an experiment for me. I think it came out pretty good. There's that one. Hold on. Here's this one. Little elephants with the red. This is what the little bags look like, just like that. Little kind of canvasy type nylon green ones. So the next one is going to be this material here, and then this one. That one's really playful. So I'll show you what they look like after I am done. So there you have it. I got 4 little bags made, and they all came out so adorable. This one came a little puckery out here, see? Oh, but, well, my material started gathering up. This one is my favorite. Look at that. It's just so cute. Of course, the pink with the elephants, the bees. But there you have it. Hope y'all like them. I know I do. So anyways, there y'all have it. That is what I've been up to. Now there is another video I'm going to show you here, and I'll let you look at it right now. Okay, and that is some more granny squares I had that I used, especially the pink ones. Those were a crochet fillet, something like that, fillet. Anyways, and so I had those, the ones with the hearts, and I'll put the picture here or there. And those are the ones I already had made up, and then I still have some more. I think there's white and blue left somewhere, and I don't know who. That was like many years ago, because I have another blanket made out of those specific hearts, pink and blue, that I made for my granddaughter, and which I still have that here. But anyways, what else? Then the bottom ones with the flower, that pattern, and if you all remember Melanie Ham, she's passed, may she rest in peace. She was very, very, very creative. But anyways, so the bottom 4 with the flowers, the daisy, that is a pattern by Melanie Ham. So I use those there. The border is a I think a front and back post double crochet, and I ended it up with a reverse single crochet. And the yarns are the pink ones with the hearts are from I believe that was Red Heart. It's not it's the soft, because it's it's not rough. It's not the Super Saver. And then the other ones I believe is Hobby Lobby, and some are the Big Twist. But again, oh, and then the one pattern that has the greens in it, that is a pattern by Sarah's Crochet. That's her flower pattern. So anyways, I'll put everybody's pattern and name and tutorial that I got it from in the description box, so make sure you check that out. But anyways, folks, so that's going to be it for now. I'm glad to be back on here. Like I said, it'll probably be a good little video. I'll have to do some editing to cut this and that out of it. We all know what that's like. But and my earbuds are not working, so I have to revert back to the string buds. But anyways, so with that being said, thank you for joining me again, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like, share it, and comment below. It means a lot to me, to my channel as well. I always hear, support each other, and some people do and some people don't. Yeah, and again, so if you are a current subscriber, thank you for being here and continuing to stay. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well, so you can get reminders of when I'm coming on. Other than that, and also don't forget to go check out our other channel, Two Little Travelers. And like I said, all that information will be down in the description below. So yeah, so join us on our travels and continue to follow me here for whatever craziness I come up with next. But with that being said, take care and we shall see you later. Bye.